old page. We've got Doofenshmirtz, and welcome to the Professionally Amateur Show, aka the podcast. How you boys doing today?
Good.
Apparently, Doofenshmirtz ain't doing shit. So, as some of you may know, we do a little bit of gaming here and there. We do some streaming, we do the YouTubes, all that fun stuff. But we have stuff on our minds, and we thought we needed to tell the world about these ideas and thoughts and plans and to take over the world slowly.
Oh, I thought the idea was we just say some stuff and people would give us money for it, but if you feel like people need to know what you're thinking, that's cool too, I guess.
I don't think anyone needs to know what Mike's thinking.
There's a lot of things up here in this Chrome Dome.
Yeah, I don't want to get into a lot of those. We'll do surface level things.
All right. So basically, I'm explaining to you guys, watching, listening at home, all that fun stuff, how we trying to break it down, and if it goes off the rails, it goes off the rails. So everybody has their talking points usually, except for Doofenshmirtz, who is ill prepared.
Kind of sprung on me, but okay.
Not to single anyone out, Doofenshmirtz. We all prepared for this, Doofenshmirtz.
But so we're gonna have some talking points, and we're gonna talk about them, and we'll probably piss a lot of people off. But yeah, so it's as simple as that. So let's go ahead and have Paige start with one of your topics there. What do you got?
The only thing that I really got right now, I mean, I got a couple things to talk. If you're gonna talk shit about a country, like you visited there once, probably not a good plan. You gotta know the country before you gotta have some facts about the country before you start talking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're gonna talk shit about, say, I don't know, Australia, you should probably know like the animals that live there, like something that's wrong with the government. You should just start spouting shit off or complaining about getting sunburned.
Okay. I know a lot about kangaroos, so like they can't hop backwards.
I didn't know that. Kangaroos, jury's out. I don't know. I know what they look like. That's about the extent of it.
Okay.
Like, if I'm gonna talk shit about a country and I pick, like, I don't know, say Canada, and I point out that it didn't become a real country until like 1984, 1982, and they need to open up their borders because I want to go beaver hunting. That makes sense. Like, that's a complaint that I feel like is valid, and somebody should let the government know up there what's going on.
Wait, so you're mad at Canada because of beaver hunting?
Because they can't beaver hunt.
You don't even beaver hunt. Like, what? That has
I just want to be a nice country
you.
girl with a thick pumpkin French accent. What's so bad about that?
Wait,
Please
so when you mean no beaver hunting, do you mean like the ones that build dams or the ones that cause problems?
That don't matter. Either.
I was talking about female genitalia by that.
I thought we were talking about the animal the entire time, but that makes a lot of sense now.
Doofenshmirtz literally live across a river from Canada, and you don't. Oh my fucking! This man has a long-term girlfriend.
I got fucking beavers over here. What are you talking about?
When you fucked, you go, "Oh, your vagina's so warm." Unfucking believable. Like, you don't have any little pet names for it.
Doofenshmirtz legit is a 10-minute drive from Canada.
Up there in.
I feel like we're talking about two separate things here, Mike.
What?
I feel like we're talking about two separate things here.
Talking about you not knowing what a beaver is, and you also somehow being that close to Canada not knowing what it is.
Exactly. You're screwed on both points here.
Exactly. I don't know where you get off, but apparently it's right before Canada.
Yes.
One exit for.
But wait,
wherever you get off, it's the wrong stop.
Wait, so just to make sure I got this right. You're mad at Canada because you can't beaver hunt, and that's it.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of reasons that I'm mad at Canada.
That's your main focus, though.
That's the present issue that I have with Canada right now.
Oh my! Out of all the things you could be upset about and like petty about, you choose beavers.
I'm mad that I can't go up there. different.
Just kill beavers out there.
Huh?
They have beavers out there?
Desert beavers? Mountain
Desert beaver?
beavers?
I mean, we have them in
That's
Utah.
The
I'm gonna
great,
go up there.
the great
I want
giant
the
sand
option to
beaver.
go to some other place to have a problem.
What was that?
I want the option to go some other place and cause a problem.
Go to
You
Mexico.
know,
They don't care what you do.
no. They've got some laws.
I'm freaked out. Every time I go over to Canada, I'm like paranoid. I don't know what it is. I just whenever I drive over there, it's like I don't know. It's just weird being in a different country.
Too much maple syrup? Like, you're gonna get into a sticky situation there? Or?
No, we used to go over to Canada before we turned 21, and we go to bars and stuff.
Yeah.
But it just felt weird.
Oh, really? It felt so right. I love going up to Canada. I don't go up
Yeah, but
anymore
you're so-
because I have stupid shit like this to do. But okay. So everybody, if you're Canadian, I want you guys to know that Paige hates you. All right.
I don't know. It's only a specific kind of Canadian. There's those ones from like Alberta and really Alberta's the only province I know besides Quebec.
Ontario?
Oh, Ontario's over there. That's right. Oh, and they got Newfoundland. Like not even Newfoundland, Newfoundland. I don't fucking believe these fucking people. Like they landed in the like, what do we call it? Well, we just found it. It's a newfound land. Like okay.
We did that same stuff here.
Yeah, but we named it after things we already knew. Like, what's this place? Oh, do we call it York? Well, we got one of those in the old country. It's New York. Like, oh fuck, okay.
It's not any
Got it
better.
now. It's a
I
lot
mean,
better.
somebody from York found it.
New York, New Hampshire. There's so fucking many of them.
New Mexico. Like, it just means somebody from that original place found it and wanted to pay homage to where they were from. That's it.
Oh yeah. How many people are from Foundland?
Well, that's bright.
I don't know. At least one person, apparently.
I've never heard of Foundland.
Oh, shit.
Doofenshmirtz, with that light on you, you look ugly.
All right, guys. So we're every week when we do these, we're gonna have a segment here where either Doofenshmirtz or Paige give me an album to review. And this week it was Paige. He gave me this little. I guess is it a band, a duo? I guess it's a duo. But not a good one like the White Stripes.
Okay.
He gave me the album, The Civil Wars, and guess what? They're called The Civil Wars. What a great start. So I broke this bad boy down track by track. I hated the whole There was one song I liked.
What was the one song you liked?
I don't know. Let me find. I got notes here on it. It's something in here. Oh, From This Valley, track number 7. Where'd it go? It's the only song on this entire album that is in a major key. And by a major key means it's a happy song. The rest of this album will make you want to sit there and kill yourself as slowly and painfully as you possibly can. This is the most depressing album I've ever heard. And to top it off, I had I want to say probably 8 notes on how they stole lyrics from the Smashing Pumpkins before I finally listened a little harder and noticed it was a Smashing Pumpkins cover of Disarm that they butchered. Okay, yeah, it's turning into rant territory now. This guy should not be doing lead vocals on any of these songs. The woman can sing great. She's got a great voice. She's got a really great range. But this guy, he should just stay in the back and do backup vocals. His voice, it doesn't have the power that she does. I see what they're trying to do with it to give that dynamic, and no, it's you done fucked up. That's what he's done. He's done fucked up, and yeah. There were a couple. Yeah, I said I love the chorus. The chorus was crazy catchy on From This Valley. There was Oh Henry. It was a complete ripoff of Man of Constant Sorrow by the Soggy Bottom Boys. On the good, there are some good parts though. There are some good points of this album. There's a lot of finger picking in it, and with alternate string, like hitting the strings there, that were pretty good. There's eventually a note in here. It's like, please stop giving the guy the microphone. Like, I sat in line at Culver's for I want to say an hour, and listened to this and took these notes, and I was already mad because I was sitting in a drive-through line, and then I was even more mad when I about this guy. Yes. Oh yeah. So my rating, I give it 4 out of 10 beards, and I would not listen again.
The rating system that you have
is beards. Yes, they're beards. Yes, they're beards. I see you working on a little bit there. I see a little bit on the sides there. You can't really see Doofs, but you can see that he's got a big one. He's got a big one there because since he sits in the dark, you could be stroking nothing. We don't know. It's just dark.
Is it really that dark?
Well, we see your face, but
that's about it.
yeah. Oh, okay, that's pretty bright. See, there you go. He's got a beard. He's got a beard, everybody. All right. On to the next subject here. I got, guys, there is no more Mixer. Well, it's technically still going till I think July 22nd or 27th, something like that.
Yeah.
I want to say a week ago I was contemplating on switching to Mixer. And thank goodness we didn't switch. But to my understanding, though, so Facebook bought them out, I guess, and it's gonna be Facebook Gaming, supposedly be running the show. People are switching back and forth between saying either Facebook doesn't have a good enough demographic for the gaming community like that, or they're saying straight up YouTube's just gonna blow Twitch out of the water here soon, within the next year or so. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I know. There was one streamer that was doing a stream or something like that, and someone asked him how he felt about not signing a deal with Mixer.
Uh-huh.
He sat there for like a good 10 seconds silent, and then finally said, "How do you think I feel?" I'm like, man, I'd be pretty pissed off about that too.
Well, there are professional streamers who are making a livelihood, who were off a Mixer, and now they have to restart and build a good portion of that the community they have from scratch. Oh, we're trying to build a community now, and it's hard as all hell. Could you imagine just being from up there to yeah, like, oh my god, back down to almost nothing, probably. What are your thoughts? Doofenshmirtz, computers and stuff. How do you think this is going to play out with Facebook gaming, with YouTube, with live streaming gaming videos, as well as with Twitch there? Because it's a stream war. That's what's going to happen.
I think it's going to get a lot more viewers for people. However, it's going to get a lot more unique viewers. And engagement, I don't think will quite be the same. Because depending on how they implement it, if it's just, I see now on Facebook, if you scroll down, you'll once in a while see people Facebook gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see some people, scrolling through it and say, oh, that's fun. And they'll sit there and watch it for a few minutes, but it's not going to be the same people coming back and for it. I don't believe. I think, I don't know. Facebook markets it a little differently than I think Twitch does. Mm-hmm. Twitch is kind of like, or Twitch, I haven't really been on Mixer, so I don't really know.
Well, Twitch, that's their main focus is gaming stuff. That's their main focus. Yeah. Whereas Facebook's focus more on social media.
Like I said, with the whole scrolling feature, and you can just come across, someone random. It might get you more viewers. It might get you more engagement. You never know. I think that's kind of what it has going for it, a little more than Twitch. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to upset Twitch right now. They've kind of got a monopoly over everything.
But the thing is, for videos and content, though, doesn't YouTube truly have the monopoly over it?
Right, but the problem I have with YouTube is it's hard to find new people. It's not, and it is. in the same sense, because you can find people who have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, but it's hard to find those little guys that are just starting out, and maybe they have good content. You got to get lucky and find them.
And all that comes down to those algorithms there because I understand these websites are companies and they need to make money. I understand that aspect. And a lot of people probably don't see it that way, especially people, fresh content creators. They just feel like the system's beating them down there and there's no way. But they want people putting up consistent videos. They want people who are putting up good content, who are starting to grow that following on their own before they start promoting them. Because if it's just handed to you, it's not necessarily going to be deemed with that same amount of respect there for it. At least that's how I feel.
It'll cost them more money to front someone, and it's kind of a hit or miss whether or not they take off. If they do kind of front that person,
Like imagine
like if they already have a community, they're investing in something that's already built, to make it bigger, which would pay off a lot more than just say like where we're at right now, where we don't really have like this huge cult following like some people do. There's a good chance that we could flop and then they're out all that money that they invested into it, So it's kind of like that,
Yeah, it's like if Twitch tossed us up on the very home screen there, like just for shits and giggles. And
yeah.
And it all depends too, because I know we say a lot of things in stream that are gonna piss people off. Like people aren't gonna fucking like it, and then that's something there that puts a bad taste in their mouth because then it's representing that company bad. Whereas with that little bit of time to grow your audience, I guess grow your craft too on getting better at these, because nobody's great in the beginning. All this shit takes time. And holy shit, lost my train of thought there. But yeah, you show that initiative there, and then it gives you time to shape your product there, instead of somebody who's just going to be tossed into it. Then
exactly, yeah, kind of define.
Unless you want to buy
and
500 tablets and set up a bunch of different accounts, so I can't afford. So view bots for everybody. Oh man, I love how talkative Doofenshmirtz is. I love it. I just love it.
I'm trying to fix my mic. It's picking up my speakers too much, and I can just barely hear you guys. So I'm trying to change my mic sensitivity.
Oh, I don't say I can't hear you. I don't know if you want to maybe toss some headphones on or something.
I think I might.
Doofenshmirtz is not very good with audio.
It's not a strong suit.
No. No, it's not. All right, and let's go and talk about the desk here. So, I like to treat it like a talk show here. Okay, these and dang it, what's that? Andy on the One Dog Show. He's on every episode. He's like the sidekick. These are my sidekicks right here. The legendary Doofenshmirtz page. But that's why I have them on this. I'm explaining shit. Where did
you get in?
I'm explaining the Rubik's Cube with your guys' face on it on my desk.
See, we have no idea what you're talking about.
I know, and I can't wait till you guys see this.
If you were just if your camera was turned on so we could see it, then this wouldn't be an issue. But now I'm staring at some grumpy asshole with a baseball cap that I kind of want to hit, but I know I'll never be able to.
All right.
Character.
So I can't do it because it moves the camera to where you see two of me inside the window instead. So sorry, bud. It's in the overlay. It's not in real life. It's in the overlay. It's not in real life, bud. Like I said, you'll see it. Anyways,
okay, but couldn't you just drag your screen so that way it's on the bottom? Like
I could, but we've already started recording.
My bad. Whew. My bad. I didn't realize this 2-second fix was too much work.
It's a lot more than a 2-second fix.
You just have to drag your Twitch or your Discord.
I'm already dropping frames without running 2 cameras right now.
Okay.
You don't need to see me. You can hear me. I'm there in spirit.
Unbelievable.
All right.
Fucking believable.
All right, Paige. I'll let you go and go next, buddy. While I toss in a good old pinch. Today's podcast is brought to you by our pockets, because nobody wants to sponsor us. So
Copenhagen wants to jump on this bandwagon.
Dude,
Want to get on this train, right? Got fireworks.
No, we got fireworks.
That's what the cargo was. That's what makes the train wreck so amazing. You're like, man, I can't look away. It's like, I know. Did you see all those mortars going off?
So let me get this straight just so we don't get in trouble. I'm allowed to talk about a product. I just can't say we're sponsored by them, right?
Yeah, you can say you want to be sponsored by them, but you
I
can't
would
say,
love to be sponsored by Grizzly.
Sponsored by Grizzly?
Yes. I will put a giant bear here behind me in these podcasts. I'll put a big old Grizzly logo back there.
I'm going to go out of my way to find a big old fucking grizzly bear that's been stuffed and mounted to send you. Every night you wake up, the OP or whatever, there'll be this fucking monster in your bedroom and you will shit your pants.
Dude, like, I don't even drink anymore, and I sometimes wake up and like I get scared because I forget where I'm at. I moved so much within the last few years.
Are you getting dementia? Like early onset Alzheimer's or something?
I don't know, dude. I get scared. I look around, I don't recognize shit. Especially like when I moved the room here, like a month ago.
Oh yeah.
I changed the entire room around. Yeah. I wasn't facing a wall anymore because that's my safe way through it. Is I face a wall. I'm like, a wall.
Oh.
Walls look the same for the most part.
It's kind of hard to change a wall up. It's just a flat vertical surface. I mean, if you fuck that up, you shouldn't be installing anything like that.
And most of these, they're just white walls, so it's like it's like stroke the furry white wall there. That's a great movie right there.
Since it's been getting warm out, Rocky's been laying down on a tile in the bathroom, and every once in a while I get up to go to like bathroom in the middle of the night, be walking, and all of a sudden I like step on him and I freak out. I'm like, what the fuck spider is that? Like thinking there's something giant underneath my foot, and then I turn on the light and it's just him. He's like, the fuck are you doing, dude? Go back to sleep. Like,
it's the great brown burrowing spider of the desert of the West.
Exactly. I get worried it's gonna be like a tarantula or something scary.
A what?
Little ones those aren't bad. They'll leave you alone. Big ones, those are the mean ones.
You say tarantula.
You need me to share my screen so you can see tarantula?
No, I need you to say the word tarantula.
Tarantula.
Say Detroit.
Detroit.
And there goes our Canadian and Michigan viewers. All right, boys. See?
Is that the end of it? Like, were you going to lead
That's
into
it.
anything?
Yeah,
like,
I don't
this
know.
This market's way open for us.
I was transitioning into the next talking point for you to bring up. Man, this fucking shit show.
Dude, it's a fucking train wreck.
We should have called it the shit show. Professionally amateur. The fucking flaming turd.
Oh, that's the flaming turd. Oh my God. Now the flaming turd. You decided it.
Like, it was a turd, and you made it worse by catching it on fire. It's all good, because rioting's okay nowadays, so. I hear fire's popular with riots.
No. Call it protesting now.
The protesting show? What?
You cut out a little bit. I didn't hear you.
I said the protesting show.
Ooh.
That'll get you hits. Everybody's Googling that. Alright, guys.
I don't know if I want to back out here.
What?
I mean, they can show up. They're welcome to, but they ain't gonna like it. at all.
Oh, also everybody, Paige is in the process of trying to get us a special guest. You may know him as the Machine.
We've not gotten any responses yet, but as soon as we hear back, we will let you know.
And then I can just sit back and listen to him tell stories. I ain't got to do a damn thing. I just got to sit here and look
I know
pretty.
you just gotta chuckle. Ask for clarification.
All right. Go ahead and what do you got next, Paige?
Doofenshmirtz not come up with any topics?
He said he didn't have any.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I wasn't prepared. This kind of sprung
Okay.
on me.
My next topic is the fucking audacity of that man. Let me tell you something here, buddy.
Hey, Paige, point up. Your camera.
The audacity of this man. Let me
There you
tell
go.
you something. There we go. This man's fucking audacity. Let's talk about professionalism in the workplace. So I don't know if you guys understand this, but when you're asked to do something at work, normally you got to do it. That's kind of like how you get paid, you know? Like it's just common courtesy. Like if someone at work's like, "Hey, I'm doing this big project and you're part of it. I need you to help out with this little bit. Like you just have to do this very minor and insignificant thing, and that would help me out tremendously." Doofenshmirtz just said, "Nah, you can bend over and take it like a man in prison, in the shower, after you dropped your soap, before the showers were on."
Not to mention, he's still in his fucking pajamas right now. He's in blue flannel.
You. No, this is my fucking work shirt. Eat a dick.
That's his. I'm an IT guy, but if you ask me to get up from my desk, I'll be fucking pissed shirt.
Yeah, don't ask me to get up right now. I'm wearing swim trunks.
Is any part of your life together?
I wear khakis to work, but it's too hot.
He wears swim trunks to work now. Casual Wednesdays, right?
Yeah, if there's anybody actually at work.
Oh my god.
It's kind of fun right now. Nobody comes in.
I'm
The
gonna breathe
office to
all over
myself.
So I went up to visit, because Doofenshmirtz doesn't. He lives a couple hours away from me. I went up to go visit, and he was working from home. This guy sat and played games the whole time he was clocked in for work. He
Like
played
6
games the whole
emails.
time. He had, I think, maybe 2 calls. Missed the first one. Like, the life of Doofenshmirtz sounds amazing.
It's that IT work, man. You got to get into it.
No, I got it. I got your answer for everything. Turn it off, unplug it, plug it back in, turn it back on.
90% of your problems.
Boom. See, I fucking knew it. Oh gosh. All right,
I
IT
think our
guy.
IT
Actually,
I'm pretty
this.
sure the IT department.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you're good. I can't see you, so I don't know when you start talking.
Oh, I was moving on. Go ahead.
Oh, you're moving on.
Yes.
I'm not gonna just drag him over the coals any longer. We're just gonna leave this alone. This is unbelievable. I want to see fucking blood here, boys. I am a little bit perturbed. I need to explain what perturbed is.
Everybody in the comments, let Doofenshmirtz know how much you hate him, but not so much where he kills himself.
Yeah, we still
Fine.
got 13 hours of videos I have to watch.
Oh my god. So yeah, Doofenshmirtz is for our gaming stuff. He's our video editor and effects guy. So he has to sit through hours of gameplay that he was a part of. So he's already lived through it once. I edited one video and it took me 3 days, and I hated my life through that whole
It was
thing.
a 2-hour video.
It was the longest 2 hours of my life. And I watched the new Cats movie. Okay. And that
I'm
was
still hearing the same insults over and over again.
oh. We already hear Pucker Brush in every damn stream, so
Almost
you
every
hear
stream.
twice as much for the
And let me
video.
Eating your goddamn dog.
Yeah,
It's
you-
not that bad. It's a good boy.
All right, guys. So we got the next gen consoles coming out right now. What are you guys doing? Are you gonna stick with the old Xbox here? Because that's what we
I'm buying
have.
a new one.
You are gonna buy the new one?
Nope.
No.
No new consoles.
No new console. Why not?
Nope. I got a PC.
Doofenshmirtz might switch real quick here to being just our video editor, not be in the videos.
Exactly.
Nope.
Good
All right,
choice.
so
Dude,
if you
for
had to,
$500, for $500 for either one of the consoles, for another $100, you can have a perfectly fine PC that'll run games way better for just $100 more. And you've unlocked so much more potential for like modding is way easier on PC. Yeah, I mean you have Discord, which is way better than any party chat there is. You have all kinds of you can do work on it if you want. I mean, it's a fucking PC that you can do whatever you want instead of a fucking console where you can just play games on it. Just $100 more.
Doofenshmirtz, you're missing the big issue though. The big takeaway from this is
People are
all of
dumb.
us don't.
People are dumb and they want something you just turn on and click on a game and play.
You get it. You understand. I don't know how the computer works. Dude, I've got 3 things installed on my computer. I've got Google Chrome, Microsoft whatever dumb shit, and then Steam. I only own 1 game in Steam, so
Games.
okay, so I guess we'll bring you back into this here in a second, Doofenshmirtz. So what about you, Paige? Are you gonna stick with just your gaming PC then, or are you gonna get the next gen PlayStation or Xbox?
I'll get a new Xbox. Not right away, but eventually, I guess.
But if you so choosing though, you choose to stick with Xbox though, right?
Yeah.
And why is that? 'Cause-
Most everyone I know is on Xbox, so because I don't want to like have to create a whole new fucking account, remember a brand new password, and set all that shit up, and put my payment info in, and all these dumb fucking verification emails. That 20 minutes of setting up a new console, if you change versus just buying the new one and taking the 5 minutes to like relog in, I would pay any amount of money to avoid that. It's such a fucking pain, and I hate anything that asks me for passwords. Like, just remember it's me. Like, there's not enough important information here for anyone to ruin my life. Like, you want the last $20 in my checking account? Cool, great, go for it, have fun.
What's
Oh
your
well.
CVC, by the way?
Was
No?
it?
What's those 3 number code there on the back of your debit card?
718.
718. Okay. I already have pictures of his card. That is the one part I couldn't read. So. But no, I think I'm gonna stick with Xbox. It looks like all the stuff for it across the board is the same between the 2 consoles. I mean, you either have Wi-Fi router or a refrigerator, but I know because I have one of the original PlayStations here, and I just like the bigger controller.
Oh, the more meteor one.
Yeah, like I mean, don't get me wrong, the original Xbox controller, that thing's a fucking beast of a thing. Like you throw that at somebody, you're catching manslaughter charges. Like
It's essentially a brick if you think about it.
yeah. In all honesty though, I think next year I am gonna switch to PC gaming.
That's the right way to go. PC Master Race.
I mean, especially since we stream, that's majority of what the streamers do. Will play on his PC. The only problem is I don't have the reflexes for that fast gameplay that they have.
You just gotta turn down the sensitivity in your mouse, and then turn up the sensitivity of it in the game. So,
in
like,
all
in
honesty,
the computer, your mouse doesn't have a lot of sensitivity, but in the game it does.
I'm probably still
Big,
gonna just
big
hook up
stroke.
controllers for most of the games I play. I'm gonna hook up a controller for just about everything I can do.
The only controller game I think I play is it might be either The Witcher or Shadow of Mordor. That's just because I can't remember all the fucking keybinds for like all the special spells and shit.
See, like, there's gonna be some games where I know it's gonna be easier with the mouse and keyboard once I get it down. But I played, I think it was one of the X-Men games when I was a kid. I had it on our computer we had, and it was so hard. Like I could not do shit. I could not figure out the mouse, keyboard, controller. I'm like, "Grr," and
Point and shoot. It's so much simpler instead of fucking around with joysticks.
joysticks aren't that hard, bud.
Oh, they're hard.
But yeah, I mean, everybody has this big console war. It doesn't fucking matter. It's like Paige said. It all depends on, well, I think, on what your friends have, since they're not doing cross-platform for nearly enough games. I mean, I think it's cool how with Call of Duty there they have it for do they have it for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox?
PlayStation, Xbox, yeah.
It's all three of them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Or even if it was just Xbox, I mean, that's a step forward. So I'm hoping here. I mean, don't hold me to this, but I'm hoping in the next, let's say, 10 years, because people are dumb for the most part. They're gonna have almost all these games all the way cross-platform like that. I think Nintendo might be a little bit late, just based on the games that they do have for the most part, because it seems like Nintendo focuses more on those family-friendly games. I want to say, where you got your Mario's and you got the Wii Sports.
Play Fortnite on practically every console.
What's that?
So you can cross-play Fortnite on practically every console. You got mobile, Switch, PC, Xbox, PS4.
Yeah, and these are all steps forward here. And like I said, I mean, it's a start, but I don't know if not ownership, but people who are in charge of these companies, if they do change, it all depends on how they think too, and then they're all going to depend on how their money goes. So as soon as one starts losing money because of it, they're going to start cutting it back, I think.
I think they're gonna see an influx of money because, like with Fortnite, it's free.
Mm-hmm.
You get these dumb fucking 12-year-olds that are playing, and they buy all those. I don't know.
All the virtual currency there.
Yeah, the V-Bucks. That's what it is. I was trying to think of the actual name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's V-Bucks. I think theirs is V-Bucks. I don't know.
And you hear stories left and right of these kids getting their parents' credit card numbers, and
Oh, yeah, they
after
just
that,
steal that shit.
yeah, all the info's on there. You just gotta know your home address, and you're set. You can get an ass beaten in a month when they find out, but you're all set.
I know.
Uh,
These are terrible. I don't know why people keep having them, honestly.
we read this book back when I was a kid. I can't remember what the hell it was called, but the law was you could only have like 2 kids, and they had a third kid, and they basically hid him in the closet whenever the military would come check. And
That's like China.
what? Like
But
China?
they only get one.
Oh yeah, they only get one kid.
Yeah, one. I'm just saying China's beating us on like everything, aren't they? Other than obesity.
I mean, they've got concentration camps with Muslims in them, so I mean, you could even be the wrong religion. Did you guys hear about the conflict where there's like 20 casualties, I think it was, on the Indo-China border, so between India and China? I guess like they got so close they're doing basically like fighting in trenches almost, where they were like just taking barbed wire and wrapping around boards and beating the shit out of each other. Like I don't even know if they fired off a round, but like China just rolled up with tanks or whatever, and India's like, that's not happening. And they got this brutal fucking brawl.
I did hear last week that India was mobilizing troops towards that, but I didn't realize that was cause.
This person's like, I didn't know it came from bum fights. Sounds like a Saturday night at the bar in my hometown.
With like firearms, and they're out there beating the shit out of each other with sticks and stones. And they went from the 21st century all the way back to World War One in a matter of moments, I'm assuming.
Progression, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, what are your thoughts on 2020 so far?
It's fucking awful. I hate it. Shit is. Yeah, in the beginning it was kind of funny, like, oh, it's gonna be terrible because there was like what was it? World War III was thrown out there. Then Australia was on fire.
Yep.
Some other dumb shit happened that I don't remember.
Huh? I forgot about Australia.
Yeah, that was at the beginning of the year. That's why.
Australia was on fire. Some other shit happened in January that I don't remember.
we had World War III. We had the fires in Australia. We had COVID kicked off. We had the toilet paper shortage.
That was COVID related, so
Yeah. Oh, well, and there were a bunch of things that stemmed from it though. And then now you got people laid off,
yeah.
which I still am, and I don't know if I'm employed anymore. And then you had the unemployment rate shooting up. Businesses, the United States couldn't afford to keep up with paying, so now businesses are closing.
It's been a fucking roller coaster,
and then top it all off, there's murder hornets.
Oh yeah, there was murder hornets at one point.
For like a day.
Yeah, that was like the quickest one out of all these, I think. Like, we were concerned about murder hornets for like 3 days, and then it stopped.
It was so short, I didn't even look into it. Like, I heard about it, and I'm like, okay, well, if it's still a big thing next week, I guess I'll look into it. And that's the first thing I've heard about it in like a month.
Yeah, because I remember, like, everybody's like, oh, COVID's not real. Then Tom Hanks got it, and then the world lost it.
The only good thing that has come from 2020 so far is the Chaz, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, which is just pristine meme content. Everything they do is a fucking joke, and I love every moment of it. Like, it's the first 2 weeks was a fucking disaster. Like, it was just a shit show. I shouldn't say disaster; it was a shit show. And they started having, they just had like this rampant like shootings happening, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then at this point, the police are like, "That's not our problem."
Oh yeah, and then that's the other thing we had in this was
well, I guess
what was
in a matter of like 3 days or 2 days, that place in Seattle, the Chaz, had like 3 shootings or like 3 people got shot or something like that.
Gosh, that's nothing for Detroit. Get your guys' numbers up.
They tried to start a farm, and it's not even like there's 200 people like that are occupying the space, and then there's like 500 residents that are living there.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like 6 plots, like garden plots, like small garden you would have in your backyard, if that size plots. They just took some cardboard boxes and broke them open, laid the cardboard out on the grass, and then poured fucking topsoil on top of it, and then just like put plants there. They all look fucking disheveled. Like, all the plants look fucking terrible. I don't know how many tomatoes they think they're gonna get. Like, that's enough food to feed like maybe 4 to 5 people, like, for the whole year. They're just sitting there like, okay, we can do it.
Well, I feel a lot of people don't like. Now we're a lot worse about not thinking things through, and people are so content on just let's fucking wing it on. And you can on some things, but a lot of these things people are winging shit on. It's shit you shouldn't be winging on like that.
No.
Like, oh.
No, like, then so they changed it from the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone because they found out that if they do that, the police have no like requirement. So if they claim it to be an autonomous zone, it basically states they're separate from the U.S. And they found out that the water would be shut off and the gas would be shut off and the police would stop showing up and they couldn't call the EMTs and they actually set up like a border around them. So like, oh, we're not an autonomous zone. We're changing it to the Capitol Hill Occupied Protest, the CHOP, because they found out that police would stop responding if they're an autonomous zone and everything.
Uh-huh.
But like, so like when one of the shootings happened, the police like went to go in there, and then all the protesters, well, I'm gonna call them rioters, all the rioters, they started like harassing the cops and like threatening them and stuff. So the cops were like, all right, whatever, and they left, and then everyone started crying like, why did the police respond? It's like, fucking what? What do you mean why didn't they respond? Then after that, it was like a day or 2 later, the police decided they were going to go back to their precinct because there's an abandoned precinct building there, and the police just like walked in and nobody stopped them. And then like once they got to the building, people were like, form a line, don't let them in. It's like, they're already here, man. Like, you already let them in. You didn't do your job. You're fucking awful.
Woke up a little bit late on that. Oh man. Well, there's that one spot. It's out in Nevada, maybe. Like, there's no laws in that area. I think it is. You know what I'm talking about? I saw this video. I think Mr. Beast was one of the people that went out there. It's this little small community out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and there's like no laws in this area and whatnot, and the just a bunch of I guess like hippie people living out there and just having a good time and whatnot, and they're doing fine for the most part out there. I don't have the details on it. I don't know where it's at specifically, but yeah, like
Uh-huh.
there's no laws there, and like they have power, like their own power source, I guess, or something out there set up, and like they have like this stage talent show thing, and a bunch of people just camping out there. But so it can work out like that, or it can be like this other place.
That's how they play. Well, they've started racially segregating in the Chaz. They've set
Can't
up
do
places
that.
where it's like, oh, black people only, or indigenous people only, or like no whites. It's like, okay, this is not a reverse on everything we've worked for the last 100 years or so. But okay, you guys go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
Maybe that's the reason they went out there, just so they could do shit like that. I mean,
Yeah, but I guess they started creating one, or they created one, or something like that in Washington. They're calling it like the Black House Occupied Protest, or the Black House Autonomous Zone, something like that.
yeah.
That'll be fun to watch.
Don't worry, they'll have a live feed on YouTube of it, so you can go ahead and watch that after you watch this.
Yeah.
So like I said earlier, a lot of these businesses are closing the doors because COVID's forced them to shut down for so long that they just can't afford to open back up, and you got your renting fees and all your other upkeep fees like that. So now that COVID appears to be dying down now, and a lot of businesses that are still mainly the big
It's on
ones,
the
they're still in business, is
COVID's
now the
on the
opportune
uptick.
time to open up a business.
It's not really dying down.
It's spiked. It's gone way
Yeah,
up.
Oh, it hasn't here.
the regulations have laxed,
That's
but
what I
no,
mean. So the
which
regulations have
that's a
have
whole nother
laxed.
story.
So the regulations have laxed though, so to where these businesses are able to open up, and people are just doing what they want now. That they're, for the most part, at least where I'm at, that I'm seeing. So do you think, or as soon as this COVID stuff settles down, because it will eventually, do you guys think it's a good time to finally start a new business if that's been your ideal one of your ideal goals there?
It's got to be the right kind of business. Because I would right now, it'd be bad to start any kind of business with all the riots going on if you're in a major city.
Mm-hmm.
But then a lot of these like local cities and things like that, and like even up to the state government, they are basically stating like, oh, if you're going to church or anything, they're restricting a lot of that. But if you're protesting, like, nah, do whatever you want. It's got to be the right. Like if you're protesting for the Black Lives Matter, and you can do whatever. It's starting to turn into like morality policing, where they're like, "Oh, you're doing something I like, so we won't press charges, even though you broke the law." A lot of like other stuff, it's like, "Oh, you can't do that." So like a lot of like church, I'm trying to think of the states, but like I think in like California and stuff, you can go to church, but they can only do like 20% occupancy, and there's no singing allowed because they don't want the transmission of the COVID. But then they dropped like a bunch of places. They've dropped rioting charges from people um, got arrested during the riots.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just the writing part of it, though.
That's
But
so like if you got arrested for doing any other kind of like rally or protest or anything, be arrested in a lot of these places for like disobeying the lockdown orders and whatnot, right?
mhm.
But a lot of places have published statements or made statements that if you're caught like rioting and you don't have like any high level, like you didn't shoot someone, essentially, they're like, oh, we'll just drop the charges.
So
Like in
you
New York, New York they locked a Jewish playground, or a playground like in a Jewish community. They chained it shut and told them, "Oh, you can't go here." Then there was like 2 weeks of rioting happening. Like, oh, we'll just sit back and let this die out, I guess.
so you think it's not a good idea simply because of the rioting and stuff that's going on in some areas then?
The rioting is a big reason why I wouldn't start one at all. But the other thing too is if your business is something that can be misconstrued as, I don't know, say bigoted or racist, or it doesn't have enough diversity,
Let's
and
say
they'll
it's
fucking
like a
come for it.
little mom and pop restaurant you're trying to open up.
Like so, like say in your town where I'm assuming it's predominantly white,
Hmm.
you live in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
If you open that up in your town, it might not be as big of an issue. But like, say
Hmm.
you were more close to like a larger like metropolitan area or like suburbs and whatnot,
Hmm.
where these riots and protests are going on. You have all kinds of gripes about absolutely nothing.
That's true.
Mind blowing. Like they're pulling down statues of like Abraham Lincoln because it's racist because of whatever reason. President that emancipated the slaves is racist, or like Ulysses S. Grant. They tore down his statue
Your
because
calculators don't add up here.
they're dividing by zero and somehow getting a number, which is mind blowing. Like you shouldn't get a number. Like you shouldn't even get zero. Like if you divide anything by zero, you shouldn't get a number. You should just get an error. Like it's impossible. You can't. You know.
What about you, Doofenshmirtz? What do you think about it?
I wouldn't open up a business ever. It's financial suicide.
Oh.
That's
Well,
just my thoughts.
there has to be businesses. It's
I
a
know, but
gamble.
yeah, I
It's a
wouldn't own it.
gamble opening up a business.
It's not something I'm willing to do.
Fair
It's just my thoughts.
All right, guys. So a whole bunch of shit shut down and whatnot right now because of good old COVIDs. Probably shouldn't call it good old, but because of the COVID. Which means
The good old COVID.
the good old COVID. So a lot of the music
Disease
scene,
that everyone was scared about that isn't that bad.
it's still light in the blow there. It's like when you go to shoot somebody in the movies there and you put a pillow in front of it. It doesn't seem as bad, right?
It's not how that.
I
That's
was gonna
not
see
like.
it.
No, that's why I said in the movies.
It's not to make you feel better about it. They do that so they don't get blood on them. Mike's out here telling people how to pull off a fucking hit. He's like, it'll make you feel good. Don't worry. It takes all the stress away.
It does. You get a nice
All
soft
behind
pillow.
their head, in front of their head, so when they hit the ground, it's nice and soft for them.
Exactly. You feel that much better.
I've never once seen someone put a pillow over someone's head and shoot them and go, all right, buddy, and then tuck them in afterwards. If you can find that scene, I'll gladly watch it because that's got to be hysterical. But never
Alright.
once have I ever been sitting there in a movie and it's like, oh man, he just murdered a guy. And the murderer's like,
All right, guys.
this awful fucker, yeah, I better tuck him in real quick.
I need a volunteer to make a video for Paige. Whoever's interested. You won't have the gun. Like I said, so a bunch of places have been closed, and now some are starting to open up there, and they're at bunch of restrictions. Obviously, a bunch at half capacity. Now, could this be the death of the live music scene there? Since a lot of music, I know some musicians rely on that extra income there to help them, make ends meet and whatnot. And some people find it like therapeutic and whatnot, and help them just deal with everyday life there. But with as big of a hit as it's taken, do you think that this is going to be the end of the music scene here then for the smaller bands?
Yes and no. Like they can still get so like a lot of places, like depending on what kind of building or establishment you have, they can open up, but they have like restrictions and whatnot. Like here in Utah, I don't think there's like any oh you can't come in kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much just opened everything up. They said fuck it a while ago. But if it's like a regular stadium, I could see that causing a lot of issues. So I think it might cause more problems for larger bands because they won't be able to get that like stadium seating.
Like all these ones that have pushed off their tours until next year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Those
know,
guys
like,
aren't exactly hurting for money either.
oh yeah, those big ones aren't hurting for
it's-
money. Yeah, they're doing plenty fine for the most part. For the most part, I mean, some
Well, I
people get
mean-
screwed, but
But what I'm saying is like, so usually when these big bands come in, they might have like a smaller band that they're fronting, in the area. But because they're not doing as many big shows everywhere, I could see like a lot of these local places and local bands doing a lot better because people like I want to go listen to music, but I can't go this huge stadium with a band.
but I
Like with
know a lot of these smaller clubs and bars that used to have live music in it aren't offering that now. Like a lot of our small band venues, they're either not allowed to, don't feel safe doing it, or they're worried about the amount of people that's going to end up bringing in there, stating that it's not safe. And that's still going on right now, to where like there, I know bands are looking for places to play, and there's only a couple. and it's a flood in the market for that one or two spots there. So, and yeah, so I mean, you
I don't
can't
think
get
it's
it.
necessarily the death of it then. I mean, you're always gonna have people that your band might break up, but here in a year when hopefully there's some type of medication or vaccination for COVID or something like that, then you're never gonna lose they might not be the same people, but you're never gonna lose, musicians.
The other thing too is there's a lot of reports coming out that have come out that COVID's not that bad. They're saying it's like 0.03% of the population is susceptible to it, or like the death rate's like 0.03%, I should say. And
Son of a bitch.
Fucking Paige. His mom
my
calling.
mom.
I told you. I knew it was his mom. Tell
But
your
the
mom
thing
I
is,
said hi. No.
COVID's
Here,
a SARS.
Put it on speaker. Call your mom back. Put it on speaker right now.
Okay.
Guys, the Professionally Amateur Show officially has its first special guest.
Hi, are you streaming?
No, you're good. Don't worry. I'm chatting with everybody.
What?
I'm just chatting with everyone.
Hi, Mom.
Oh. Okay, so do you want to call me when you're not busy?
We can talk.
Okay. I just can't hear you very well. They're echoing.
Oh, okay.
So, Friday,
Yes.
would you be opposed if, and I haven't asked them because I wanted to talk to you first, would you think if I hired Graydon's son Cameron to come and spend the night, we could fix up the twin bed and he can come spend the night and take care of Rocky Friday night and stay Saturday if he's interested?
I'll come out and do it. Don't hire him. I'll do it for free.
What's that?
Mike said he'd do it for free.
Mike would do it for free?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Mike's coming back to Utah to do it for free?
Yep.
Right.
Cat's paying for it, so it's all good.
I'll pick him up from the airport.
Well, he doesn't have money to fly.
Then he better get in the
Okay,
car.
he doesn't have money.
Time.
Well, you don't have to pay for my services. You just have to pay to get me there.
Oh.
I can't hear what he said.
He said if we pay to get him here, he'll do it.
Tell you what, I'll buy Rocky a ticket and send him to Mike. And he can spend the summer where it's cool.
Oh, they're in the 90s up there.
It's cooler there than here. And then you can spend winters here in Utah. You guys can share visitation.
Are you gonna UPS them? Like, I don't know how you send a dog.
What did Mike say?
Put it in a box, poke a few holes in it.
No.
Overnight it.
I can't hear. It's an echo.
He asked how we're gonna ship a dog. I said we'd overnight it.
No, he'll fly. I'll fly
I
him
have to
out
drive
too.
my happy ass all the way to Grand Rapids to go get him. That's a 3-hour drive.
You would fly halfway across the United States to come see him.
You're saying this like he has a choice, like he's
Rocky
deciding
come
to.
Spend the summer with him? Is that a problem? I
Hear
think
how this
he'd
turned
be
into a custody battle?
happy to have a visit.
How about I just come out and visit instead, eventually?
Yeah, you're still here, Mom. He said he wants to come out and visit.
Mike does, or Rocky wants to go visit Mike?
Mike wants to come back to Utah. He's really
visit.
down in the
To
missing
visit.
the mountain. And he doesn't like that there's only 5 Great Lakes where he's at. He wants to come see the real Great Lake. Only true Great Lake.
And he wants to be here with the dry heat.
Yeah, he likes the dry heat because, you could get a good sweat and it'd cool you off real good.
Dry heat, way better than how fucking humid it is here.
Somebody gets it. Doofenshmirtz, testify. Go ahead.
No, dude. You're just walking around with swamp ass the whole time you're there.
Then you guys can invest in some air conditioning.
I still have his AC. I don't know why he didn't take it with him.
I have AC?
Mike, do you really want to move back to Utah?
Move? Hell no. But I would love to come back to visit.
I heard him say hell no.
I would come back to visit.
Have you shown Mike our new addition to the family?
You had
Like, you know
another
about
kid?
Wilbur,
Are you a little old for that? No, I don't think she
Think
Did
she
he
is.
got,
say yes?
he thinks she got pregnant. He thinks that you had another child.
No. But we got a basset hound, Mike. You're missing out. He's adorable.
We have a Rottweiler.
He said he could play with the Rottweiler he's got.
No, she's mean.
No. All right, so I'll talk to Cameron. What time, if this works, would you want him to your place?
I don't know yet. Let me message you later tonight.
Okay. And Cameron doesn't drink, so I don't have to worry about stocking anything
DUIs,
like that
heroin
for him.
overdoses.
It wasn't a problem to begin with. We all know I have a problem. We all know I had the solution. Everything in balance, boys. Everything in moderation.
Oh my, no, that's... Paige is gonna die young.
All right. So you guys streaming online, having this discussion, and I'm part of it, or are you just talking?
Let her know she's part of the very first podcast.
You're part of the first podcast, Mom.
I am. Hey, you guys be nice. No foul language. Be
Fuck.
gentlemen. Your best foot forward.
I'm sitting down, so it should be easy.
Damn it.
Right. Just do everything the stream hasn't been. That's really gonna turn us around right there. That's what's gonna.
Yeah, let's hear it for
Yep,
the
yep.
Utes and a losing record this year.
All right, well, I'm going to let you two get back to your conversations. Okay, I'll check with Cameron. You text me later tonight on the day, the time, and see if I can get it set up. Okay?
Okay.
All right, I love you.
Okay.
Mike, be good.
Always am. Bye, Mom.
Bye. See you guys.
See ya.
You know, your mom said she loves you, and you said okay.
What a dick.
Like,
I
you
love
didn't say I
Mike.
love you back. You just said okay.
I love you, Mike.
I was talking about you to your mom. Like, she said I love you to you, and you said okay back.
Yeah, she understands. She knows. We have an agreement.
All right. Yeah. Oh god, man, that was fun. That was fun. So guys, my last talking point I have here. It doesn't close like the dramatic in the TVs. Do you think, and it might just be in the United States, do you think we are becoming weaker compared to what we used to be like back in the day, back in the golden days of like World War II and whatnot?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Obama.
That okay. Doofus, please elaborate.
That's the response I always see people use on Facebook.
People do a lot of dumb shit on Facebook.
Moderated, so it's definitely got to be honest. There's no way it's not honest. You can't lie on the internet.
I've seen some pretty convincing stuff.
I use pictures of Paige on my dating profiles on the internet.
It's not good.
So, yep. So, Doofus, please elaborate on why you think we're weaker now.
I honestly think it's a great fucking thing. We need a kick in the ass. Honestly, we think we're just the greatest fucking country in the world, and we're dog shit. We really are.
We're on a decline, but we're not dog shit.
No, we're dog shit.
No,
not.
like, I would have probably agreed with you, I want to say a couple years ago. We're not dog shit. We've declined so quickly, I feel, that now we are.
We've been on the decline since, I think, like the Clinton administration. I'm not the
President
fake one that they're
likes
trying
blowjobs?
to
How
do
could you
now.
not love that?
What?
The president likes blowjobs from strange women? Who could not love that?
That sounds great. Everybody was like, good for you. Your wife's a bitch.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. Since like the Clinton administration, they've pretty much sold out every bit of infrastructure we have had to other countries. Why do you think like bringing manufacturing back has been such a big topic of discussion every year? Because more and more of it goes to these other countries, these other places where they can undercut all the wages.
Isn't that private industry that does that?
No, the government gets involved, and that's what fucks it up. Because instead of either creating a regulation to stop that, or B, they line their pockets and make it even cheaper to ship shit in because there's things like tariffs and taxes that you can put on products that come from out of the country. They undercut all that shit and send it overseas.
It's
Then
like
they get shipped back here.
it's like in Harry Potter 5 when the Ministry of Magic got involved in Hogwarts and it was just a shit show. I've been binge watching Harry Potter.
I thought you were on number 3 last night.
I'm on number
yesterday.
6. I gotta watch. I start number 6 tonight.
I have no idea what you're talking about, man.
So let me
Sorry.
tell you about this. So the Ministry of Magic's in charge of a bunch of shit, and then this one lady, because Harry got caught using magic outside of the school, and he can't because he's under the age of 17. So he had to go in
It's
front
like
of the
listening
court
to a
there,
show trying to
and the
tell you authority.
Dementors who attacked him, which is the reason that he that he had to use his magic there, and then they dropped all charges. But obviously, you know, it's Hogwarts, and they need a new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher every fucking year, because I don't know who's fucking hiring these crazy motherfuckers. But then they get this lady from the Ministry of Magic, and she's fucking loopy with power, and then gets the ministry in there on every decision, and there's a bunch of these rules. And that's when they start the army of Dumbledore there, and finally these centaurs carry her off in the woods at the end.
So I got a new segment that we can do. Mike's movie review.
It's gonna be Harry Potter for like a month.
Oh, fuck.
I will gladly watch movies. I have nothing else to do. I've got everything else all set, and where it's like waiting now. That if we were doing this, I'd probably be on like the last Harry Potter movie right now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Fucking
so
man told us
America's
the
kind of like
story.
that. It's exactly like that. But no, I do think I don't know what put it into motion there though, but we are crazy weaker. Like everybody, I think the entitlement
Generally,
has.
we shouldn't be worried.
I think the entitlement has a big portion of to do with it there.
That we can see that in the Chaz.
Yeah, it's it's all these parents telling them, oh, you can be everything. You can't all fucking be president, okay? Like people need to be taught early and young, and I don't want to blame it all on the parents because some people are. Kids used to walk off cliffs, and now kids are on leashes, and these parents don't let them walk off cliffs. I'm just saying, let go of the leash. Let the dumb ones die.
Take its fucking course.
What? What'd you say?
Really? You ain't got anything for that one. Oh, I said let Darwinism take its course.
Yes. Oh my God. Like, automobile accidents can only do so much. Like, we need to do more. Like, I ain't saying
We need to start taking warning labels off of shit. I know a lot of people made jokes about it, but at this point, it's like, okay. Yeah.
A lot of the stuff
Like, I
is
get
common
it.
sense, and you shouldn't fucking need shit like that. And everybody's gotten so pampered through, like, get rid of child labor laws. That's where you start.
Well, when I was growing up, there
I ain't
was this
saying,
one mom.
Doofenshmirtz, I'm seeing you laughing. I ain't saying make them work. Give them the chance to work there. And then that's going to put those ones ahead. And those are the ones that are, like, I get hired no problem for jobs. Because I ain't fucking stupid. And it's common sense. A lot of these things are fucking common sense. And, oh, man. My hand's shaking
Well,
already.
no, so my dad, they do landscaping all day, like just digging holes is a majority of what his job is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah,
owns a
manual
cemetery.
labor.
He'll hire kids that are like in high school and whatnot as part-time workers during the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and every day, every year you come back, like he come home even more pissed off than the year before, and he's like, "How do you not know how to use like?" And he'd say a tool and be like a pickaxe. It's like, oh, okay, I can see how if someone saw it, they wouldn't know like how to use it.
You swing it
You
down.
swing it to the ground, people would get that, but they didn't understand like, oh, use the pointy end for this, use the flat end for that. Like that didn't click. And the next year, be like, how do kids not know what a pickaxe looks like? And it's like, oh, that's not good. And then the next year be like, how do you not know how to use a shovel? And it's like, a fucking shovel? Like, didn't know how to like.
And watch,
What?
give it like 5 years. Like, how do you not know how to breathe air? Like, it's,
Fucking, no, dude. When I was growing up, we had this one lady in the neighborhood, and like up until this kid was in like 3rd grade, I think it was 2nd or 3rd grade, he was still wiping his ass. Like, he would shit at school and then go to the office, be like, "Can you call my mom? I just finished pooping." You know, like, why does she need to know
Like
that?
the
Like,
office, all mud butt.
all mud butt. Like, if he had to take a fucking deuce at school, he would walk to the office, mud butt and all. But like, I just remember like they were in like 2nd or 3rd grade, and I was in like 5th grade, and we were the only kids in the neighborhood because it was like a new development, you know. I just remember like one day we were over there doing whatever kids do, being obnoxious. He's like, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom," so we went upstairs. He's gone for whatever time, and we're getting ready to go. I don't know where he is. Ah, my butt. And so like we were laughing because we thought it was a joke, and she's like, ah, sometimes he's such a handful, and it's like, what? And then like he went up there, and then you could hear him like squirming. He's like, "No, you missed a spot. No, I can feel it." And I was like, "Fuck it." Like I was in 5th grade, knowing full well like what is happening. Like you're wiping another human being's ass that's capable of telling you like you're missing a spot. Like at that point, it's depressing. Like anything leading
fuck
up to that, it's like,
that.
okay, we're starting to get to a point where it's like this isn't good. You're detailing like, hey, you missed this spot on my ass. At that point, like just shoo her out of the room, wipe your ass like a fucking adult. The rest of humanity's been doing just fine if they're able to get a hold of toilet paper. I don't know what your fucking hang up is.
I'm just saying, like a situation like that, like, sorry, you better fucking learn or your asshole's gonna be itching for years. Like, too much coddling. I'm telling you, just go back to beating kids.
Oh, fuck.
I remember when I was in school, some kid,
Kid would
this is
get
probably like
pissy
elementary or
contest.
middle
No
school,
fun.
some kid got
Right.
he got a note stapled to his chest, and she stapled it through his skin. Like, she just put it up there, and wow, just fucking.
But this fucking kid, like he getting pissy contests with like other like with the dads in the neighborhood.
Mhm.
They say one of the dads got like an AVT or ATV for the family from they go camping. Like just one, just like a really cheap one to go out like if you went camping or whatever.
Yeah.
And like the following week, this kid would have one, and he'd be like, "Does yours have headlights?" No, I mean it's just a cheap one. He's like, "Oh, well, mine had fog lights." Fucking cool, dude. Like, rats. Did you earn that? Yeah, I'm a pretty good kid. Like, no, you're fucking not. Go sit down. I'm not doing this right now.
See, like back in the good old days, you could just take the kid out in the woods, strangle him, and then you'd have both of them yourself without having to rub it into anybody's face. Just a heads up, on this podcast, I'm not promoting manslaughter or anything. Just just a heads up. I'm just saying,
General disclaimer:
shit
we
worked
don't
back in the
condone
day.
murder, but we get it.
Shit worked back in the day. Is all I'm saying. But that's all I
We
got for
got here.
talking points. I don't know what you got, Paige.
Country spent.
Pretty-
SpaceX, those guys returned. I don't know why, but they did. I would have taken my chances up there, but
Like Space
Dave.
Force?
SpaceX,
What's SpaceX?
Elon Musk company, astronauts returned like a day or two ago.
Oh, I thought they made like pokey cars.
They make spaceships.
They don't make cars. I'm
Tesla.
pretty sure you made a car.
Tesla, yeah, Tesla makes cars. Tesla. SpaceX makes rockets.
Oh, and I make great content, so make sure to tune in for the next podcast.
That's a fucking leap. Like we went from the dude trying to colonize Mars to Mike's content. that's a pedestal I don't know if we're willing to climb up on top of. Unfucking believable podcast.
No, we're professionally amateur, okay? Like, we're the best at being amateur. Next to
Flaming
porn.
turd.
I'm just saying. I think this is as good as anything Elon Musk has ever done or made.
Really just
It's so fucking funny. His video must be lagging or something because all I can see is this, and then I start hearing it.
Oh yeah,
No,
this is
there's an
a
actual
and I
pause.
don't think we're really. You're not even like. There's not a gap that you're questioning anywhere in this. You're dead set on Elon Musk make anything this good. That's the start to this podcast. Is Elon Musk. That is the standard. That's what we're going with.
Well, we could shoot higher, but I don't want to upset religious people. So
Unfucking believable. Get the fire trucks. This train wreck is ready to be put out.
no, I think that's about it though. I think we're all set there, boys. We're about an hour and 15
We've
anyways.
got a standard to be held to. Unfucking believable. This fucking man.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. You can see above my head, that's the names there for all the social media there. For all our gaming stuff and everything else like that. Make sure to follow us all there. You can go ahead and follow us on Twitter there as soon as I figure out how the fuck that shit works. And all that fun stuff. Thank you so much, guys. And if you guys have any ideas of guests you want us to have on here or any cool segments or anything, just let us know. All right. We'll see you guys in space with Elon Musk. And done.